We're delighted to be here today on this International Women's Day to share with you how standards can accelerate action for gender equality. Standards are tools for good practice, and as such, there is the opportunity to ensure that standards also embed gender equality in organizations in terms of how they develop their policies, how they make their products, how they deliver their services. So standards really can help to accelerate action for gender equality by embedding good practices in organizations. There's an ISO standard 53800 on promoting gender equality, which enables organizations to build cultures of gender equality through the policies and the practices that they have in their organizations. And now we're very fortunate to hear from Veronica Amestoy, who participated in the development of ISO 53800.
BSI 5300 was created with the idea of promoting, implementing gender equality and women empowerment in organizations. And I think being part of the committee, what really struck us or get us to do it was this idea of moving organizations from just talking about the intention of advancing this topic to actually provide them a framework that could guide them into the actions that could take place in the workplace. What I think the standard provides is really something we can all resonate behind. So many companies think that advancing the gender pay gap is the ultimate thing to change in gender equality. But the reality is that there are many things that need to be set up as a foundation for that to change. And what I think the framework gives is that step-by-step guidance on how do you do it? How do you go about that? What kind of metrics do you need to put in place? Or how do you measure that you're actually making progress? Or what actions will you take if you discover that this is not exactly as you expected in the organization? So really moving it from what I would call an outcome-driven, we want to change the gender pay gap, to an actionable statement, which is these are the kind of steps we need to do if this is what we want to advance in our organization. So I think what the standard has given is really ways to collect the data, because it's going to change if you are in a large organization or a small one, right? It's not as simple to do it if you're an SME as it is one of the big corporates, to really know how you're changing that, because the number of people you're going to hire might be different, the people that you promote is different. But having metrics across of it, having a group that actually monitors the progress, sets the targets, and allows you to measure it as the months pass by, is really how you're going to be able to do that. It is important for me to talk about gender equality often. If I'm honest, we should be talking about it on a regular basis, and if we have a date in the calendar that allows us to do that, then let's use it as a moment to champion it and remind ourselves on what we're trying to achieve. So having that opportunity to talk, to sit down, to revise the strategies that we have behind gender equality is quite important, and this is a perfect day for it.
Anyone and everyone who's interested in making a difference and helping develop good practice is welcome to get involved with developing standards. And we invite anyone to come visit our website to learn more about how they can get involved. And we would especially, on International Women's Day, like to encourage any woman who's interested in getting involved to please do so.